The 10 most commonly asked football questions answered in 10 minutes. In today's video, I am going to be answering the 10 most commonly asked football questions in under 10 minutes. My name is Josh, I'm a football fitness coach, and I get asked the same questions day in, day out. So I thought I would make this YouTube video to answer those questions for you, because I'm sure you watching this would be asking me the same questions. So I'm gonna do my best to answer each question in under 1 minute. We've got 10 questions, so that should be under 10 minutes. Be sure to make sure that you subscribe to the channel for weekly, useful, informative football fitness and mindset videos. And also make sure that you follow us on Instagram. It is at fit_4_football, and it is the same for TikTok as well. So let's get this video started and let me answer those questions for you. So, question number 1, how do I become more confident on the football pitch? I'm going to answer this for you in under 1 minute. Let's go. So, confidence comes from doing. That's the first thing that you have to understand. It doesn't come from thinking. There's no way you can think yourself confident. You have to actually do the thing in order to gain confidence in the thing. So, what I mean by that is you need to be training. Have a training schedule as a footballer, and not just training with your team once a week. Have a training schedule. Do individual training sessions. Go in your garden and work on yourself, because the more you train, the more confident you become and the more confidence you get. So when you go and play in a football match, you trust yourself. You've done this before. You have worked hard on yourself. We always say, do not get ready for the match, be ready for the match. And you be ready for the match by your training. So, way to become confident on the football pitch is to make sure you've got a training schedule and you're sticking to that, because that training schedule will give you the confidence that you need. Question number 2, how to become a pro footballer. This is such a common question, and I'm going to answer it for you in under a minute. The answer to this question is stop wanting to be a pro footballer. Stop putting so much pressure and so much attention on becoming a pro footballer. This is what you have to do. You have to focus, and you have to really, really lock in on becoming the best version of yourself as a footballer. The best footballer that you can be. Now, when you just focus on yourself, you are accountable for yourself and you are fully in control of your journey. You're not relying on any clubs or any professional football clubs to come in for you. You are just working on yourself to become the best that you can be. Faster, stronger, better technically, better mentally. Now, when you get to a point where you're the best version of yourself, guess what happens? You become that magnet and you attract the clubs, you attract the professional contracts. So don't go looking for it, work on yourself. Forget wanting to become a professional footballer, focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and the rest will take care of itself. Question number 3, what do scouts look for in a youth footballer? Scouts will be looking for many different things in a youth footballer. Why? Because it is all the opinion of the scout, and it is the philosophy of the football club that they're working for. Some football clubs look for big, strong players. Some football clubs look for more technically minded players. But here are 3 things that all scouts will definitely be looking for. Number 1, how well the player performs when the team are losing. A scout will be looking to see how you perform when you're losing, making sure that you keep your head up at all times. Number 2, playing using both feet. A scout wants to see you using your right foot and your left foot, so make sure that you are focusing on this. And number 3, a scout wants to see your decision making, how you are making those simple decisions on the football pitch, because all football is a game of simple decisions. We decide to overcomplicate it. Keep it simple out there and make the right decisions. Question number 4, what to eat before a football match. So this question is all dependent on what time your football match is. If you've got a football match in the evening, you've got a whole day of eating. If you've got a football match in the morning, you need to eat the right things before kickoff. So if you've got a match in the morning, you want to aim to be eating things like eggs for protein, porridge to give you that energy that you need, carbohydrates, and also some natural sugars. That's things like honey, berries and watermelon to give you that energy boost that you need. If you've got a match in the evening, it's different. You need to make sure that you're eating some slow release carbohydrates earlier on in the day. These are things like pasta, rice. Aim to eat these 4 to 5 hours before kickoff in order to give that body the energy it needs, because it takes time for the body to digest that and then use it as energy. But definitely avoid eating anything too heavy just before kickoff, because it will give you stitch and stomach cramps. Eat light just before kickoff, but make sure that you are getting your carbs in 5 to 6 hours before kickoff. Question number 5, what should I work on in my garden? This is a common question that I get so much. Youth footballers, when you go in your garden, what should you be working on? Answer to it is simple. Identify what your weaknesses are and make sure that you are working on those in your garden. Why? Because you are away from your football team, you're in the privacy of your own environment, so you're going to have increased confidence to work on your weaknesses. We often don't work on our weaknesses when we're in front of people because we're a little bit embarrassed. For instance, your weak foot. So I'm right-footed, so my left foot's a little bit weak. In front of people, I would struggle to work on this because I'm embarrassed, but away from them, I would work on it to get it more strengthened. And also, always make sure that you are getting touches in of the football. When you're in your garden, aim to get as many touches in of that football. Why? Because you've got to be comfortable on the football as a football player, okay? The ball is what you need to be comfortable on. So use that time in your garden to get as comfortable as you can on the football, lots of touches on the football. Question number 6, what age is too old to make it as a footballer? And again, this question I don't like. My answer to this is always the same. There is no age limit on it, because what do you define as professional footballer? Just so everyone knows, there is over 150,000 professional football players on this planet right now. And I always say to youth footballers, it doesn't have to be Arsenal, Man City, Barcelona. Professional football is played all over the world. So if your aim is to become a professional footballer, the age that you stop is when you want to give up football. Because never think to yourself that you're too old to make it in professional football, because there are so many footballers out there and so many countries have professional footballer. So my biggest advice is on this, it stops when you stop. Keep going. Even when you don't see success, if you want it enough, keep going. Question number 7. What is the most important bit of advice you would give to a youth footballer? And I love this question, and I've got so many bits of advice that I could give youth footballers, but there is one piece of advice that I think is bigger than all of those, and this is be patient. What is the rush? We're all in a rush to get into academy football, you're all in a rush to become professional footballers, but that is not the way that you are going to achieve that. Slow down and learn the importance of being patient. As long as you put the hard work in, as long as you remain consistent and you remain disciplined on your journey, the results will happen for you. But learn to be patient. The amount of people that stop just before they're about to make it because they are not patient enough. Stay patient. It will happen for you. Question number 8. Is playing for 2 teams okay? My simple answer to this is yes. Playing for 2 teams is okay if you are a youth footballer, but please understand and listen to me very carefully. You must make sure that the 2 teams that you are playing for are both at the same level for you to play at. There is no point in playing for a team on a Saturday that play at a really low standard and then play for a team on a Sunday that play at a really high standard, because all you're going to be doing is getting into bad habits on the Saturday, taking it easy on the Saturday, and then when you go and play on the Sunday for the better team, for the more advanced team, you are going to struggle. Make sure that you are playing for the same level teams if you are going to play for 2 teams. You get no benefit out of playing for a team that you are too good for, and you also will really struggle to play for a team that you are not good enough to play for. 2 teams, okay, make sure they are both the same standard though. Question number 9. How many hours a week should I be training to become a footballer? And again, this is a question that I get asked so much. My answer to this is clear. If you want to become the best version of yourself and play football at the highest level you can, you have got to be training a minimum of 8 to 10 hours a week. Why? Why should we be training a minimum of 8 to 10 hours a week? Well, it's simple. The hours add up over time, and the more hours that you put into it, the better you are going to become. To become a footballer, you want to do something that everyone wants to do. So you have to make sure that you are putting in the hard work and the sacrifice in order to do that. You have got to be training. And when I say 8 to 10 hours, what I mean is that is also inclusive of the training that you do with your team. Your training should be team training, individual training, group training, fitness training, whatever training you need to do, make sure that you are getting your training done, and it is 8 to 10 hours per week. And question number 10, what is the biggest mistake that you see youth footballers making? And this question is the easiest answer I think I have of all the video. It is simple. The biggest mistake that I see youth footballers making is that they don't take training seriously. They turn up to training, they mess around with their mates, they use it as a bit of a social to come and catch up with everyone. But what they don't understand is that those training hours are so vital to the progression on their journey. We train how we play, and we play how we train. So my biggest bit of advice to all of you when it comes to training is make sure that you are taking the training seriously. The warm-up, the drills, the match at the end, the races, whatever it might be, you take it seriously. Training is there for you to improve and level up. You've got to get out of training making sure that you have got something from it. You've got to put your effort into training. It is not just a laugh, it is there for you to level up and improve. Take your training seriously if you want to be a serious footballer. So there it is, everyone. Those are my 10 most commonly asked questions that I get day to day in my inbox or from the players that I work with. I've answered them for you today. I hope the answers have helped you and motivated you on your footballing journey. Be sure to follow our journey on Instagram and TikTok for more useful, helpful, free educational content. It is at fit_4_football on both TikTok and Instagram. Be sure you subscribe to this page for weekly educational videos as well. I will speak to you all soon. Keep working hard and keep consistent. See you later.